I'm Seychelle and I'm here with West Marine to talk to you about stand-up paddle yoga. Stand-up paddle yoga, or SUP yoga, is the combination of stand-up paddling with the practice of yoga. While practicing SUP yoga, you can enjoy the natural elements of floating on the water while getting a workout. The integration of yoga postures on the board helps to challenge one's balance while building both strength and flexibility throughout the entire body. SUP yoga can also be deeply relaxing, and most of all, it's fun. So here are a few things you will need to know to get started practicing yoga on your stand-up paddleboard. Choosing the proper board. So for SUP yoga, your board needs to be between 10.5 and 12 feet long and greater than 30 inches wide. The width of the board is what helps create stability when you're practicing yoga. It's also important for you to have a large deck pad that covers more than 2/3 of the length of the board. That's the bumpy, non-slip part. This will act as your mat and keep you from slipping off of the surface when it's wet. Some boards are even designed specifically for SUP yoga and have options like a full deck pad or extra width. A helpful addition to any board being used for SUP yoga is a bungee cord across the front of your board for storage of your life jacket and paddle. Other required equipment for stand-up paddle yoga include your PFD, or personal flotation device, commonly called a life jacket, your paddle, an anchor to secure yourself while you're doing yoga, and also a leash.
So a great option if you don't have a bungee cord on the front of your board to stow your paddle is if you have a leash, you can take your leash and wrap it around your paddle a few times and then just toss it off the side of your board and that'll hold your paddle while you're doing yoga.
A few more helpful tips are to always check the weather and wind direction before you head out for a paddle. Always tell someone where you're paddling and when you expect to be back. Know the local rules and regulations of where you're going to be paddling and how deep the water is to anchor, and if there's going to be any boat traffic. Enjoy the challenge. Once you are ready to begin your SUP yoga practice, find the center line of the board. This is usually the carry handle. The key to balance is to keep your weight evenly distributed over the center of the board at all times while you stretch. If you are new to the sport of stand-up paddle or to the practice of yoga, I highly recommend that you take a SUP yoga class for your first few times. An experienced teacher will instruct you how to paddle, where to anchor, and guide you with proper body placement during the class to ensure a safe and most of all fun stand-up paddleboard yoga experience. Once again, I'm Seychelle with West Marine, and I hope you find these tips helpful, and we'll see you out on the water.